Ahem. Hello. Is this thing on? Okay. I think things are on. Hi. Hello. It's Mickey. Oh jeez, that was an ugly, that was bad. It's me, the local virtual baker, Saltea Kichee. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi there, Bush. Hi. We are trying something. Okay, so first and foremost, I must go out and say a few things here. First and foremost, there is a lot. Okay, there's actually a lot of things I want to talk about before we start off today. Hold on. What is it? So first and foremost, I actually do want to go out and say, because what is it? So I have noticed a very interesting thing to be happening. What is it? Let me see if I can pull up the funny thing. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I feel it's kind of fun to talk about just because it is a small point of achievement, and I don't know, I think it's just kind of cool. So, hey lads, wow, lots of milestones are being struck. A lot of milestones are being met. And I don't know what to tell yous. I am very shocked and very surprised. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm quite happy with all these silly numbers going up. So at the end of the day, I just want to really quickly take the few moments here at the beginning of stream to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being silly. Thank you for tuning on to my silly, stupid streams. And yeah, just wanted to take a few moments of today's stream to tell you that. So yeah, thank you lads. Thank you all for tuning in today. And yeah, on top of that, I did feel a lot more compelled recently because I have felt a lot more compelled recently just because, oh wow, these numbers, they are certainly doing numbers. So I want to go out and let you guys know that there is something new. Wait, what is it? There is something, what is it? There's something that's also a little treat I have given. I don't know how well it is going to work. Sorry, wait, my brain is just kinda... My brain's kind of melting down, hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted on Twitter, jeez. I'm not gonna lie, I also just kind of took a quick nap beforehand, and I'm feeling a little sleepy, a little tired, so I apologize, but... yeah. There are some things I want to do today, but on top of that, I keep forgetting. I gotta try and make sure I don't stray away from the point here. On Twitch specifically, Twitch has gotten a little bit of quality of life. It has gotten a few revisions, and most importantly, there has been some additions to the channel points. A lot of the channel points have been messed around with. There are a few new edits and whatnot, and I will mention on one of those, on one of the redeems, there is now a new quirk that I've been wanting to work for quite some time. I finally found out how to do it. So now, if someone were to do something really funny, if someone were to put upon something really silly, it would 100% work. So I'm gonna be vague on purpose. So the reason that so I'm being vague on purpose for the sole reason of if someone does try and test it out, they will be genuinely surprised. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all the woo-wah, the woo-ha, the hee-hoo, the silly powwow stuff, so silly powwow and stuff. Oh, jeez. Okay. Blah, blah. I'm just so sleepy. Sorry. I'm also just... I'm being really stupid at getting myself distracted on... What is it? YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, so... Anyways, aside from everything... let me tell you the agenda today, because we do have a mild agenda of things I would like to do. So let's first of all get rid of that. Second of all, let's talk about the agenda. Let's talk about things I want to try and do. Let's talk about all that whatnot. So. Oh god damn it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted from my Discord, which is kind of funny to think about because I actually haven't actually gone for the past like 2 or 3 days. I actually haven't realized this until now, but I haven't really checked my Discord that much. I did some small peeks and stuff like that, but I haven't really done much of anything else. So, anyways, let me see here. Let me see. I don't see a new one. Oh, you guys probably scroll down. There should definitely be some new things. Oh, yeah, the tarot card one. Yeah, so that's one of the new redeems. But I'm not telling you which redeem specifically, but there is specifically an editation to a very funny redeem that we all like. Also, the temporary malware. Whoops, I forgot to make that a bit more expensive. Please don't give me temporary malware. It will be not fun. Hold on, wait. I gotta look at that. I gotta make that more expensive. Okay, there we go. So, yeah. Yeah, I think a whole lot of stuff that has, what is it? The whole lot has been pretty much, the numbers have pretty much changed. The order and all that whatnot has changed. Why does it smell like there's, like a gas fire about to happen? Ah! Why? Ah! No. Okay, it's fine. It's just, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this. There's definitely nothing wrong with this. It just takes a second to adjust. Yeah, completely fine. Yes. It doesn't feel good, so you know, I don't know why you must do this to me. You ever get that feeling of pins and needles? Kind of what that was. Oof. All right. Does Q smell? How does tarot card work? Does Q smell? Tarot card. Okay, we'll do that in a bit because we are gonna show some hand cam. But essentially, tarot card readings are tarot card readings. It's that simple, you know? Okay. But yeah, remind me to answer your tarot card question. We will ask the cards, my friends, the cards about that very important question. So yes, just give me a adequate reminder. Oh yeah. I keep, okay, so I keep kind of glossing over it. My brain's just kind of turning on and off. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that was a broken pen. Whoopsie. It's a lot easier than I thought. My fingers smell like coffee because I made tiramisu, or however you spell it. It's a lot easier than you thought. Yeah, making tiramisu is like stupid easy. It's a lot like, I call it cake lasagna, but oh my god, it is so much easier than making lasagna. You kind of get cookies, you dip them in coffee, and then you layer it with like a, I think it's a mascarpone. I don't fully remember, but you basically do it like that. Anyways. So there are a few things I want to do today. Well, I gotta write it down because I want to make sure we can start that as soon as possible. Gonna probably make this 13. Okay, so first things first. I am gonna make some bread today. And I fully intend on retesting the recipe for that banana bread we did. It's an interesting enough recipe that I want to try another go at that. I don't have any like raspberries or anything, so I'm just gonna kind of have to do it just how it is, almost raw, if you will. So that's gonna be interesting how that works. Yeah, okay, 35 to 40 minutes. Start with 30. Alright. So first things first, I want to try to make some of that banana bread again. I'm gonna try and do that again. Then I want to make General Tso. I want to do some cooking today, so making a General Tso seems fun. I also have just been in the mood for General Tso. I can't remember the last time I've made General Tso, so it's definitely just been such a long time where it's like, you know, I kind of want to treat myself to something fun today. I haven't had something like really fun to eat for quite some time. So thinking of doing General Tso's, I just felt like doing it. I haven't done it in a while. It seems like it can be fun to do, and I don't know, it's tasty. I gotta go look up a real quick recipe though, because I kind of forget how you make General Tso's. I just know that it's fried. It's essentially chicken karaage covered in like a sweet, salty sauce. Soy, hoisin, rice vinegar. Oh, okay. It's really just that straightforward then. All right. All right. I'll play that by ear. You know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna write down the recipe because I can. Oh, why does this pen not want to work? Oh, I have broken the pen. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Soy, hoisin, rice, chili, sesame oil, brown sugar, It doesn't say it, but I'm gonna definitely add the MSG. Only 2 teaspoons? Jeez, this is some weak baby behavior. I'm gonna make a tablespoon. Oof. Weak, so weak. Okay, that seems about right. Alright, cool. Alrighty, so if I got everything down correctly, we have the banana bread we're gonna make. I have the General Tso's I'm gonna make because I'm hungry. And the third thing, I actually am going to really quickly go through the semantics of doing it right now because with the last 3 breads I have made, they have all been from a very specific region. So if anyone that doesn't know the kind of theme I've been kind of accidentally but now intentionally going for now, I have been making a lot of Puerto Rican breads based on that kind of the Puerto Rican region, essentially. It's quite funny. Hold on, let me see if I have her, because I think I have, yeah, okay, that is done. Gotta do that again. I'll do this on my own time. Okay, so there's a lot of breads that I've been wanting to work on. Some of the recipes I still have to troubleshoot on. Like Daishima's bread, I really gotta work on that. His bread, I actually got some matcha, so I can actually correctly do that. Mipyeon, I gotta rework on her bread, obviously. I think the bread last time was okay, just needs a bit of improvement. But above all else, I want to work on the bread that Q is being based off, which is a Hold on. I'm gonna just look up how to say it real quick. Mayolka. Okay, so lemon mayolka. That is the bread that I am trying to make. This is very much based on Q, though I wish I had more of a baseline to work off Q, because as we all know, Q is such a little goober. She's so stupid and I love her so much. She's a stupid goddamn goober, and my god, I want to throw her into a can and throw her off a cliff. I hate her. I hate her so much. But no, what is it? I want to make some bread based on her, obviously. Still gotta work on that. So it is gonna be loosely based on, kind of funny. I'm basically loosely basing it off my what is it, brioche. Essentially, I forgot how to pronounce it. The Puerto Rican bread, Mallorca. This is essentially a brioche recipe, but the sweetness has been raised dramatically. But the butter has been kind of, well, the butter is kind of standard, if that's the word. So the fats, so everything's pretty much the same, except it's sweeter. So yeah, it's kind of funny too, because I think it's we'll see. I thought it was braided, but I don't think I'm gonna need to do a braid for her. And also, I don't think braids would make sense for her because she is not. Oh no, she's not. What is it? She doesn't really have braids on her model, to my Recollection. Oh, it's spiral. It's spiralized. That's right. It's like a little. It's like a little cinnamon roll. So that being said, this is gonna be heavily based off my current bread recipe for brioche. I'm gonna write it down real quick. So I'm gonna do some on-the-fly editations here, and we will get to making all of these breads today. Sorry, I've been kind of ignoring chat. I'll get to looking at chat in just a moment here. The brain has a lot of fog today, and I'm just a little sleepy, so I do apologize. 44. Hey, I need to look up when's Q's birthday, because not birthday. I just think like 32 and realizing 64 might be a lot of sugar. Is it supposed? No, it's powdered and it's just dusted and powdered sugar. Yeah. You know what? I might keep it. You know, I'll take it to a very strong 45. We'll go for a bold 45. We'll actually do a 6G in salt. But egg yolks as a whole, yeah, 6 yolks. 6 yolks should do. But I also want to do 2 zest of lemon. Just because the best way I can think of making this very Q related is the unfortunate color yellow, because she likes to comment a lot about piss. But it's also kind of funny because, like, what is it? I feel like that's kind of shallow. It's really kind of boring. It's not really too much of her identity anymore. So I'm trying to think of things that kind of screams more Q. If you give me a second, I'm gonna try and get out a piece of her reference sheet that she has, because I do want to do more I want to do more with it, because it just seems so shallow. Go like, oh yeah, piss, yellow, lemons. It just feels like there can be a little bit more done. Oh, hi, Kara. What are you doing? You're making all the breads? Yeah, we're making some bread. We're making some breads based off some Vtuber pals. So yeah, here is the stupid goober, this little idiot, this little bean of all things. Yeah, I've been staring at like her model, her little character here, and I was trying to think of Q, and it's like, man, what do I add to this? What would I add to this that would like make the most sense? Because it really is just like, oh, I think lemons would be cool. And also it kind of plays into a very unfortunate but funny thing of haha fruity. Haha, she's fruity. Wow. Because I think she's a little bi. We love our little bi-ness and whatnot. I'm trying to think. I really want to get this idea down first before I get this all started. And also, I just feel like ripping the band-aid off, because I think it'd just be kind of funny just to mention it right now, because I am quite curious, above all else, to see if it works. Bush, I'm looking at you, and I'm really counting on you, I guess, here. The female toggle has been updated. I'm leaving it at that. So, anyways. Oh jeez, I just hope it works though. Yeah, alright. I'm trying to think like, oh geez, what's like... What are some things that are like... I'm trying to think of things that like really scream Q to me. And like one of the first things I think of when it comes to Q, it really is like Vocaloid is one of those things. But Vocaloid isn't a flavor, and nor can you really conjugate a flavor from Vocaloid. I don't know. I'm trying really hard here to think. I don't know. Baja Blast and Miku. You see, that is very Q-like. That's why having some sort of citrus, like tropical and all that whatnot would be very nice. But I wouldn't do pineapple because pineapple is already in another sort of Puerto Rican-based bread, which is funny how that is. So that's out of the question. And that kind of once more brings up lemons. So. Actually, come to think of it, this would have been really cool to do. But doing something that is... maybe platanos? I don't know. Actually, maybe... something a bit coconutty. Actually, wait, no, that's actually not too bad of an idea. Doing like a coconut, just because she's a little nutty. She's a little goofball that sometimes you want to bash over the head. Man, it really sounds like I hate Q right now. This is all good fun. I hope you all know. I think Q is great. Okay, you know what? It'll be lemon and coconut milk. I think that'll be very fun. 2 zested lemons, coconut milk. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the best course of action. Coconut and lemon work very nicely together, and a little bit of being like a sweet pastry of sorts, but having basically just is more or less being as it's more or less acting as a sweet bread. Which there are a lot of the VTuber lists, so there's that. Alright, so lemon, what was it? Lemon, coconut, mocorata, what the Malorcora. I'm gonna Q, please help me. I'm going to disrespect your entire nation, and it's not on purpose. I just can't fucking pronounce this. Please help me. Jeez. Okay, what temperature do I need to bake this at? 375, 10 to 15. Alright, cool. Okay. Would a meringue be overkill? Majorca? Well, it's spelled Mallorca, so Majorca, something like that? I don't know, I'm not Puerto Rican or Spanish. Yeah. I mean, each Vocaloid has a fruit and veggies. I know this. But it's like trying to base... How do you... Okay, so here, I know Teto, for example, is very much into baguettes. But how do you make a baguette flavored bread? And I know Miku is leeks, and I can make a leek bread, but this isn't about Miku. This isn't about her. Not today, but you know. Yeah, the double L is kind of is a Y kind of sound in Spanish. So, Majorca? I don't know, man. I'm confused. Yeah. All right, sweet, amazing. Thank you. Mystery solved. No more questions. All right, I'm just gonna throw this out there one more time because I guess Bush has been activated into the sleeper agent. But yeah, Bush, if you're so inclined, if you're still there, you stupid goober. Yeah, the one redeem that has been edited and has a new addition is the female toggle. I will not explain any more than that. If you want to see it, find out on your own time. Anyways, okay, so that is our agenda today. We are going to make banana bread. I'm going to make myself dinner, and I'm going to make General Tso. And I am going to try and do some benchmarking. Benchmarking? I don't know what the word here is. I'm going to start doing some workshopping. That's the word. Some workshopping for Q's bread. Yeah, that's the agenda. And also in between, we're gonna be doing a little bit of Cobblemon because I haven't really been on Cobblemon in some time. And honestly, I've been craving a good time on there too. That's our agenda. How about we stop the semantics here and we get right into the baking, yeah? Yes, we're here in the kitchen. Huzzah! Hold on, let me move myself a little bit. Time to bake. Yes, it's time to bake. We have to cook. We have to cook. Alright. Alright, everything is all good. Alright. I now have to really quickly, just give me a moment. I gotta get my ass all the way back over there now. Hello. Alright. Wow. Hello? Hello? Sentience? Audibility? Thank you so much. I didn't realize. I guess I'm taking a wild assumption here. I suppose my thing unplugged. It was weird. This has never usually happened for this mic, so that's the first usually. That's the first. It really wouldn't be a VTuber stream with just a little bit of, without a little bit of scuff, huh? Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, first of all, actually, thank goodness that you actually didn't hear what I said, what was happening, because I had a little bit of a minor stroke there. So it's best that you didn't hear what just happened. But all that you need to know is that we are first working on the banana bread for Miss Nana. That is the first thing we are working on. Just because it's the one that I have the most intrigued with, the one that I'm the most interested in, and also I just think it's really cool. Just because my simpleton brain is like, oh wow, banana bread, but it's not like cake, it's like a proper banana-based bread. My brain is very simple and gets very happy over these kind of things. You must understand. So yeah, the recipe is on my the recipe is now actually on the whatchamacallit. It should be on my, what's the word? It's gonna come to me. The recipe is on the Google Doc, so you know, for those that are intrigued. You know, it's kind of funny, just because I've made mayo plenty of times before. I believe I've made mayonnaise plenty of times on stream too. But I'm realizing as I puree these bananas, sorry, I'm having another stroke today. Oh my god. I'm realizing that the banana puree like this kind of looks like mayonnaise in a very funny way. So my brain is just starting to think like, oh geez, I just made mayonnaise, but banana mayo sounds kind of weird to say at the very least. But it's also kind of nice because I'm realizing that I can probably make sure I gotta make sure I write down on the recipe book. Write down somewhere on my recipe book that it has to be what is it? I'm realizing that it has so far been consistently 3 bananas every single time I do this, which is nice. There's a consistency to it, which is like every banana tends to be about 100 or so grams each. So with this recipe, you only need 3 bananas. Yippee. And I imagine you can actually substitute the whole lot of things that you don't have with a little bit of water. So, anyways, I'm actually gonna do something maybe stupid. But I'm actually going to be adding the yeast into this and then mixing everything else into the flour mix. The idea of me adding it to this now and also adding more yeast is so that it can actually somewhat activate it, since there is water in it and sugar and all of that whatnot. So I'm hoping that adding the yeast into the banana puree here that we actually get a bit of action. We make that, we have that ball rolling, if you will, with the yeast and all that whatnot. I will also mention that I am 100% going on lazy mode today, in the sense of like, oh yeah, I'm going to definitely use my mixer. Not for the banana bread, just because that's too, not too, but it's simple enough for me that I can kind of get that across. Banana-naise. Doesn't really go off the tongue too well, I gotta admit. Banana-naise sounds equally disgusting as it does sound disturbing. Alright. You know, actually the funny thing about this banana bread so far, I have been thinking about using all-purpose flour, just because the whole identity of using bread flour is for something soft, something that has a bit of pull and all this and that. But I feel like for this banana bread recipe, it would be of a more benefit to actually have a little bit of tenderness, a little bit of softness to it, more than anything. But perhaps I'm just thinking out loud with that. I do not know. 5 grams of salt. Good. Couldn't find the right spot to put nya in there. Yeah. Banana. Yeah, I can't even think of a spot to place it either. Even trying to say it out loud, it just makes you just kind of have a intermediate stroke. Christ, I'm having so many strokes today. I think it's about time that little bit of malware from the beginning is just kind of set the precedent for today's stream. Oh dear God. Oy vey. So, as per usual, as I always ask with every sort of stream, and every single time I get into this kind of zone of just zoning out, how y'all been doing today? I hope you've been all doing lovely. I hope you've all had plenty to eat, plenty to drink, plenty of things to do. I hope you've had a very satisfying day all around. If you liked, I'd love to know what you guys have done today, if you would like to talk about your day. Of course, if you don't feel like it, you do not need to be inclined to do such things. So, random thing that I just realized, I actually do have to make sure that we actually... What is it? I actually gotta remember, we have a tarot reading we have to do. And I will show off what a tarot reading is gonna be like. Because on Twitch side, we have tarot readings now. I've been getting into doing more tarot readings. I think they're really fun. Speaking of, I did a lot. I think that, okay, tarot readings are kind of awesome, I gotta say. Because, for one thing, I was doing some tarot readings at my work today because I thought like, hey, you know what? Why not? Someone asked for me to bring some tarot cards in to do some tarot readings, and I did. And they turned out to be very fun today. So, you know what? Why not? We'll do some tarot readings. And the funny thing is, I learned a lot about my coworkers, and it's all accidental stuff I learned. And it's just kind of funny how how stuff transpired the way that they did, because I would have never really thought to ask these things, but apparently my cards knew all of it, and it was weird. Like, what is it? So there is a coworker that I was talking to, and I was just and he asked me, hey, can you do a tarot reading on my marriage? Or like, he's engaged, I believe, but he's planning out his like wedding and whatnot. So I was talking about like, hell, you're gonna meet some hardship with like some outside force. You're gonna have someone trying to get in the way and all this and that, and all you have to do is kind of steer away from them, as they're going to try to hinder or slow down progress. And it's funny because, as I did mention this, apparently they actually had this exact person that was doing this exact thing, and it was just really funny that it's like, oh well, you see, that's just kind of funny. I didn't know that was actually happening at all. So it's really funny that there was a genuine actual connection there. Like, oh shoot, wow, oh, whoa. And it was kind of funny because at first the lad, the gent, he doesn't really believe fortune telling and all that stuff. So he thought like, oh, this is going to be a whole lot of hogwash. There's not going to really be much of anything to it. It's not going to be that deep. And honestly, that's the best way to look at fortune telling. It's nothing that deep. It's just, I think, well, it can be taken that deep. It depends on the interpretation of how you want to take it at the end of the day. But the safest thing to do is, you know, treat it like it is just a game. Just treat it with a little bit of fun and all that. But the lad was quite surprised that I apparently knew about this. Yeah, he was surprised that I knew about this, and well, lo and behold, you know, I was quite surprised too. So, literally in the card, bonus points if the guy's name is Tower. No, he was not the Tower, so nope, that is not the case. This is for the brioche. This is for the Nana bread. Okay. Got that all set. I'm going to now instigate on doing other stuff. Do I have? Oh, I do. Alright, this might make my life easier depending on how heavy this is. Okay. I'd rather use this anyway, so it's fine. For those that don't know what that mysterious yellow bar is, it is a whole lot of egg yolks. My job sometimes makes a whole lot of egg yolks. Like, they usually do a lot of egg yolks, and it sits there for days on end. And then I realized, oh wait, can I take some and then freeze it? And well, they let me do that, so that's nice. So they just let me do that because it's a lot of egg that we kind of waste. So for me to take, freeze, and utilize for something else, it's nice. I like to do that. Okay. Let's see. Alright, Q. You know, it's kind of funny. I just thought of this right now. I'm so clever. But, you know, if one really wanted to do this and go down this route of stupid cheese, I could have made a pie for Q and name it like a QT pie. Isn't that? Oh, what a knee slapper right there, right? QT pie. Their name is Q. Wow. But no, I don't do pies. Well, I mean, I do make pies. I quite like making pies. But I digress. What are you cooking? Hi, Rhea. Hi. I'm making several things. I am making banana bread. I'm making a Puerto Rican swirled brioche bread of sorts, and I am also making General Tso's. Doing a whole lot of stuff, doing a whole lot of things today, so yeah. 45 grams of sugar. You know, Rhea, I gotta harass you at some point because I have been making a whole lot of bread for VTubers and whatnot, as you may or may not know. I gotta get into your DMs. I gotta find out what to make you into. Perhaps I've been thinking about what I should make you into, what kind of bread I should make you into, but it's really, I don't really know. Can't really think of anything on the spot. But I was thinking like pumpernickel actually might be nice. I don't know. You seem like a very pumpernickel kind of gal. So I don't know, maybe, or maybe some sort of white rye ordeal. I don't know. Something that I have to slide in said DMs and harass you miraculously, relentlessly over, because yes, pumpernickel is honestly banger. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like people really kind of downplay pumpernickel because they think it's healthy. But actually, pumpernickel is kind of an interesting bread because that color, that dark brown color, is actually from cocoa powder, I believe. To make a pumpernickel bread, you actually use a little cocoa powder in it. It's quite nice. So like actually, that sounds kind of interesting. Doing like a melon pumpernickel bread, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of fun. Don't know how I would exactly do it, but I would not be opposed to trying my best to make something. If there's something I love doing, I love making a whole lot of nonsense. For example, I'm making banana bread with bananas, and that's already kind of a weird thing to do because you make banana bread into cake. Because you make banana bread, but banana bread is not banana bread, it is cake, because it's leavened by chemical leaveners, but not yeast, so it's not truly bread, it's more of like a quick bread, it's cake technically. You get what I'm trying to say, hopefully, maybe, I'm not sure. Alright. Are you making bread without a starter? You making bread without a starter is brave. Well, the thing is, a whole lot of, you don't always need starter to make bread. I often have been making, so it depends on what I'm making, you know? For example, when I make like sourdough and whatnot, or sourdough-based breads, then yeah, I'm going to use a sour starter. But if I'm making like, what is it? If I'm just making bread, it's just like, I don't know, rolls or something among that, well then, yeah, I'm just going to, what's the word here? I'm just going to, okay, I can't think of the word right now. I'm just gonna use instant active yeast. There are actually a lot of breads here to where, there is a lot of breads I actually, it is 100% necessary to use instant active yeast. For example, this banana bread, there is no added water. It is literally just bananas, flours, and etceteras. So there's that. But, very often, I will find myself, what is it? It's very often that I have to use instant active because instant active, would you believe it, instantly activates when you use it. Kinda, with an asterisk. It's not truly instant, but it's like instant active enough to where you can make it into breads that require minimal or less water. Yeah. Banana. Okay. I got to measure out some cocoa nuts because I did just think of this last minute to make my friend's bread a little bit more unique. I am going to use coconut milk instead of just using plain milk. Then I think coconut milk works very well in this recipe as well. A whole bunch of reasons and whatnot, la-di-da, blah 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 blah. So there's that and all that whatnot. Anyways, ooh. Okay, kurai. So clean out this silly can here. And into the recycling you go. Cocoon nut? Cocoon? Like a butterfly? That's some weird coconuts. That's a weird milk. Flirt. See you around, see ya. Whenever I tried it, I failed horribly because dough doesn't rise. Too humid and cool here. Well, that's if you are in an instance to where your climate's too cool or too humid. Actually, too humid is actually great. Humidity actually makes your dough rise very quickly. That being said, if it's too cold, you just make your flour hotter, like in a weird. Okay, hear me out. It sounds really weird to do it on paper here, but if you were to want to make your flour hotter, you could microwave it until it is warm, and that will actually help your dough rise quicker. It's weird. I know it's weird. Like, why in the hells would you microwave flour? But if you're worried about, like, oh, my flour is too cold, or my dough is gonna be too cold, you microwave your flour, or you make your liquid hotter, and then there you go. Your dough's hotter and it rises quickly. Ugh. La-di-dar. Alright, I need to grab 2 lemons. Lemon. It's kind of funny, because every single time I see a recipe that's like, oh, zest this, zest that. I don't have a zester on hand, but I'm not sure if you lot do know or acknowledge this, but you don't have to actually use a zester for this and that. The next best thing you could do is actually using a cheese grater, and you just gotta use the most fine size of your grater. And that basically does the same thing for your zest and whatnot, so yeah. I am now thinking in hindsight here, I'm wondering if 1 lemon is going to be too much. I mean, 2 lemons is going to be too much or what. So why do these troubleshooting to begin with? Because then these sorts of questions can get answered just like that. Okay, there we go. And if you don't, got my lemon zest here. Gonna put this in the same thing here with the butter. There we go. Alright. Let that do its thing. Okay, I'm pretty much just waiting on my egg yolks. They are still very much hard as a rock, so I can't really do anything with them yet. Yeah, no, it's solid. It's solid rock. Solid rock. Rock solid. Ugh, got that backwards. Alright, anyways, I'm at least gonna be able to mix some of the stuff with the banana bread now, so we'll get to doing that now. In the bananas. I'm really hoping here, just because I did realize this, but this is poor hindsight for me. But it is also good for me to make this mistake to begin with, if it is a mistake or not. But I just added the yeast to the banana puree. But it's good to find this out if this is a good or bad thing, because if I do this now, then someone else won't have to make this mistake. Yeah, there we go. So if I make the mistake, I can actually forewarn you to make sure you don't do this. But we will see. It's kind of funny, so this bread recipe is just so weird, so funny. Just because I'm just not used to making banana bread like this. And also, I just don't really, honestly, I don't really like calling banana bread, because in all, the short stick of it is not bread. It's a quick bread. So it's more of a cake, really, in all honesty. That being said, I'm not sure if I should try and call it like a banana quick bread, because that is too many words and I don't feel like it. I am a silly lad who doesn't really like talking to begin with, so trying to put all these words together to get, oh yeah, it's actually a quick bread, and they only want a whole thesis stars essay on talking about why that's dumb to begin with, it is not worth the time. That being said, every single time I have done and made this dough, it has always turned out very nicely. It feels very soft, very supple, really good. So I'm always pleasantly surprised of the consistency of this dough. It always turns out very nicely. It turns out into like a perfect, for lack of a better word, a perfect dough. I don't think there is any other word to really describe it. It just turns into a really nice wet dough. And I just find that real fun because there's no water added to it. It is just full-on banana. Ow. Do you really have to do that? Rude. You're lucky. Why I oughta. Why? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna punch Manto twice for that. When I find his ass, when I find him, I'm gonna beat that guy up. I'm gonna relinquish my angst on him, and then he will do the same on you. So yeah, maybe. I'm hoping, at least. So yeah. Oi! Don't test me. Girl, I will beat you. Alright. And into this container it goes. To your resting place. Wait, this is so cold. Oh, okay. My, actually might be ready to go. Maybe. I'm just gonna try and mash it as it's like underwater here. Well, for Algo, I'm not a bot. Thank you, Rhea. You see, that's how you know someone's a real one. If you, when you do something like that. Rhea's real right there. So real for that. So based. Okay, so, what is it? You know, I gotta ask, I'm kind of curious. It's not really an issue or whatnot. By the way, look at my lovely yellow Play-Doh. This is all egg yolk, by the way, because eggs are expensive. And my job lets me take a lot of egg yolk, so there's that. But, what is it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, not Ben. Wrong person. Bush. I am quite curious sometimes, just because my brain is so evil and menacing. I know that Bush was here, but then he left without even saying goodbye, and I kind of wonder if Q or Manto is streaming, because I know he'd be over there, and I kind of want to just call him out, like, oh, that two-timer! I don't really care at the end of the day. It's just funny. But, you know, oh, that son of a bitch. Oh, man. Oh, grr. If he would decide to show his goofy odd branches back, I'm gonna water him with bleach. Again! Anyways. I'm going to now... So, isn't it kind of funny? You don't really... I imagine you lot don't really see this very often, like a weird mash here, because it more or less looks like a puree, but lo and behold, I will promise you, this is egg yolk. It's very strange. But I use this purely for the purpose of baking. So, there's that. I wouldn't really want to eat this, so... It's weird. I'm also kind of surprised, just because the thing I was, I guess, bumping Bush for, I thought he would like it, but he completely ignored me. That two-timer. That looks gross. Oh, speak of the devil. You two-time. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Bush. Welcome back. What is it? I'm not telling you now. I had the chance. I told you twice, actually, and you weren't here for it. So you know what? That's a skill issue on your front. I told you twice, and you weren't here for both of those times. Your fault. Your problem, not mine. You're the problem. But okay, to tell you, fat fingers. This is why you're a woman! Excuse me. That'd be fighting words. You implying that...
Ah! Oh, well, that's funny, because, hey, oh, wow, that's quite funny. Whoa, I hope it's working.
Jeez.
So you can just make yolk thickened sauces whenever you want? No. Yes. It depends. I wouldn't really use this in like cooking. I would use this more in baking. Oh my god. Not the voice changer too. Yeah. So whenever someone makes me into a woman, I now have a higher pitch volume of voice. Isn't that so fun? Isn't that so quirky? Oh my god, isn't that also nice? Isn't that so cool? I've been talking about that for a while, to where it's like, oh, you know what'd be funny? Whenever I turn into my voice, whenever I turn into like the female toggle, that I would actually get my voice changed too. I've been stubborn for a very long time to actually afford the voice changer and all that. But actually, it was a sale, and I was thinking like, you know what? Why not? Might as well treat yous to a little bit of funny fanfare, I suppose. Because I'm not gonna do any of that stupid BS where it's like people saying ARA, or some shit like that. Or giving fan service or something like that. This is the closest thing to fan service you're ever gonna get, so cherish it while it lasts. Speaking of, though, I am quite curious, because I kinda am curious. Oh, okay. You know, Bush, sometimes I wonder, I don't think you're as gay as you make yourself out to be. I think this gay propaganda you put up, are you actually gay, or is this just all is this a pond? No, I don't think Ponzi scheme's the right thing. Is this all a ruse? I'm gay, but I love boobs. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Alright, you know what? You got me, you got me. I take that back. Whoopsies. Anyways, I do kind of, why are you trying to challenge Bush's gayness? Because I can! As an extremely basic but asexual lad, I can make fun of him. I guess, because that's how that works. I don't know. I do actually, I'm kind of curious, because I am going to check the VOD out later, but I do kind of wonder how I do sound. Also, just saying, if viewer retention, for whatever reason, goes up, just because my voice changes, I'm going to kill Bush. No reason, by the way. I'm just gonna be furious, upset, and disappointed that I'm going to lash out my anger at Bush specifically. Why Bush? I don't know. But it'd be funny. Salty just hates gay people. I think that's a fair assumption. Oh jeez, if I hate gay people, then I hate people. Yeah, he abuses me as a mod. Yeah, I hate you because you're gay. Definitely. 100%. In fact, I hate you because, not just because you're gay, but you're not gay enough. You could be gayer. You could be more. But you're not. You never push yourself to what you can be, Bush. You can be more. Why aren't you on the Cobblemon? You know what? This is a great way to talk about this. Why aren't you on the Cobblemon server, Bush? You were on there for like 2 days, and then you stopped playing. And you know what's funny? There's something that you would like there. It's very gay. But you're not there. So, la 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 la. Okay, so you're 6 now, I see. Yeah, Bush, you should play Cobblemon. Bush, play Cobblemon. Play Cobblemon, you loser. My house is not gay. No, it's pretty gay, I gotta say. You know, having an entire Pokemon made of reproductive substances and naming it that, you know, I gotta say, that's pretty gay. That's pretty gay. Or actually, no, it's straight for you, but, you know. It's Simone. Is it a China Wiener house? No. You see, as much as I hate to admit it, no, not hate to admit it, I will admit, Bento's not that low. Bento's not that low of a person. She's at least a little bit more intriguing than that. Giant boobs house? No. Well, hey, Bento, since you're here, would you like to explain your funny house? I'm giving you the floor here. Because I'm actually gonna go... You can call my leaf. It's okay, Pookie. I'll explain it later, I suppose. Oh, jeez. Okay, you're gonna... Hello. I am actually kind of... What's the word here? Hold on, I gotta mix this stupid BS. I hope you don't hear that, by the way, but, you know, I am quite surprised. I am kind of interested to see how Q would respond to this, too. Like, for one thing, I knew Bush would be like, oh my god, are you serious? So, that's funny. But I kind of wonder how Q would respond to this, just because, like, ooh, what? She's scared of physics. Yeah, hold on, wait, Bush, if you're saying that I hate gay, well, how do you feel about Q then? Because she actively hates women. Sorry. I also hate women. Okay. You know what? That's very base of you because you're gay, so it's fine. You get the pass, I guess. I need water. I'm really thirsty. Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm just thinking about that dynamic, that if you sound like a little you sound like a little like a goblin. You're saying this and you're shorter than me. I'm just gonna say that right now, so you know. Talk as much as you want, little boy, little baby, little tiny man. Say as much as you want, but I'm definitely taller than you. No, I'm 6'11" now. Oh, well, good for you for telling me that. I'm like 7 foot now, so ha. Aha, 7 foot. Ha 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 ha. Take that, you suck. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you're 6'11", I'm 7 foot now. Haha, gotcha. Idiot. No, I just grew. I'm 10 feet tall. If you're 10 feet tall, you would be dead. You have no circulation. Oh my god, you would be so... You know, you can be 10. Jesus Christ, if you're 10 feet tall, jeez. I just grew. Sure, you know what? You can be 10 foot. I don't care. He's a grower. Yeah, he definitely is a grower. My god. You know what they say, they're a grower, not a shower. And my god, Bush is just like my dad, he never shows up. He's never here, but boy howdy does he grow, I guess. Might join the world just to creep your house, to be honest. Good! Then you can see the whole sludge of gut. The whole sludge of gut. Fuck. The whole sludge of cum! That's in the Minecraft server. Yeah! Where am I right now? Where am I? You know, there are things that we gotta question in life. To where you get to these points, where you ask these weird ass questions. Why do you have this opportunity to put these words together and say these funny ass things? But anyways, it's super. She is not sludge. She's my daughter. Sorry. The daughter made of. That's actually worse. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Hold on. That is, that's a few legal boundaries that I am not willing to talk about. So, that's ugly. That's nasty. Talking about that sort of stuff. Yucky. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Did anyone get rid of my house yet? No, we haven't. We actually made a path to your house. We've been waiting for you to come back. You are literally like the. I say this I don't say this as a joke. You're literally like the dad of the server. You came in, you said hi, and then you said bye. Never to be seen again. All but an illusion. Was Bush actually here, or was he not? He used to say. Actually, I think I actually prettied up your house a little bit. I actually added some little fun things to your house, like I actually upgraded your little garden. I wanted to actually make you a balcony, but I never got to it, so there's that as well. You were lost, but not forgotten. Shake my head. This is why I hate you. This is why I hate you, Bush. You're never here. You're never here to pick up your way for the kids. You never do anything. Never. I feel like I left because I was one of the only people that did not know anything about Pokemon. Well, I mean, the thing is, you know Argent. He knows nothing about Pokemon too, but he just plays the server because he likes building. You don't have to play Pokemon to play on the server. You can just build. You can just exist. Actually, half the time when we do go on the server now, we don't really do Pokemon battles anymore. We kind of just more or less just, vibe. We just talk to each other, punch each other, send each other to the Shadow Realm. It's fun. We have we do our cult work on Tuesdays, then we say hi on Thursdays, and then that's really it. Cult meetings are always on Tuesdays. I can't build either, then you know what? You learn how to build. Jeez. You get a white collar job. Or, no, not white collar. Blue collar. You get a blue collar job then. My god. You can't just expect me to give you an easy time here. You gotta work it. You gotta work in this world. So anyways, I'm making General Tso's. So. Oh, by the way, I'm just kind of curious. I'm not really sure about this part of audio. But can you hear that in the background? Can you hear my mixer at all? You can? Okay. Interesting. I'm not gonna be able to stop it, unfortunately. A lot. Is it really that bad? On a scale of 1 to 10, the whir. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? Because I will actually try to, like, 8. Ooh. That's loud as hell. Is it really that loud? My goodness, jeez. If it's loud, you guys should just let me know. It's a kitchen sound, it's fine. Well, either way, if it's really that loud that it's an 8, you can just let me know and I'll turn it down. Or actually, I'll just not use it. Or I'll mute myself and then, you know, it's fine. Hey, I forgot to talk about this because it's really funny. I found this out and I didn't tell y'all because I found this out and I told only a Discord server. But technically speaking, not only was I adopted, I am technically speaking an orphan. However, I was only an orphan for 3 months, so hey. I'm a 3-month-old orphan. Fun thing to talk about. Orphan, orphan speedrun any percent? Whoa. Yeah, right? So yeah, I found out that I was an orphan for 3 months, but apparently I was so enticing, and also medically I was so manly and smart. Medically, I was medically manly and smart that I was apparently picked within those 3 months. So, ain't that something, huh? Yeah, I found out some deep lore about myself. So, fun stuff. Anywho, I now have the Q bread. I can hear it screaming at me in like Puerto Rican. What I hold in my hands is a very angry Latina. Latina? I don't know. Hey lads, I'm kind of stupid. Can you guys hi Q bread? Yeah, it's Q bread. Say hi to Q bread. Anyways. Say hi to Q bread. Anyways. Let me get some fun stuff here. You know, it's just... Oh, you know, I just love Q. I just love Q so much. So, you know, Pan is masculine though. That's her right now. That would be her. She would do the mashing on the board, mashing on the keyboard. Anyways, I'm adding some good stuff. I'm adding some soju. Ooh. Soju to the General Sal. Whoa. But there is actually good merit. There is good reason to why you would actually put soju or alcohol. You could actually use vodka as well. There's actually some merit to why you do this. Mostly the reason why is it actually makes your crust a lot more crispy. So there's that. When you make bread of VTubers, is it like a voodoo doll? I don't think so. Though to be fair, I've never really tried to figure that out. Never really even tried to think of that to be the case. It could be. I don't know. Maybe. I think so. Hey, can someone go check on Q then? She might be in terrible pain. And by the way, that was a pun, because you know what pain is in French? Bread. So she's in bread. She is in this bread. She is this voodoo doll. Voodoo dough, not doll. You've all been sitting here on the sides, just watching precariously as I kind of torture her. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, whenever I make General Sao, I don't really actually measure anything like a as you would as a proper Asian. Yeah, I just put some garlic powder on garlic powder, MSG, soju, ginger powder, and that's it. If you want to be better than me, you put fresh ginger, fresh garlic, but you also try and grate it into a fine puree so that it just imbues better. And then you also let this ferment. Not ferment, you let that marinate for like a few days, for a day, preferably overnight. Jeez. Alright, anyways, that's that. I am gonna let that just marinate for now because I need to get stuff out. Yup. Alright. I need oil. I need oil. I need some oil. I need some oil. Some good old oil. I'm gonna put some oil in the pot here. Get some good old oil. Alright, there we go. Do you ever just want to, okay, I know this might sound like a random thing to say, but do you ever just want to like grab your friend, shrink them down to like a small minute size, and then put them in like a container such as this, and then just kind of go like, just shake them around in it? Is that just me? Is it just me? Deep frying the voodoo bread? No, we don't deep fry the voodoo bread. Actually, it's not voodoo. It's not voodoo at all. I don't know what you're talking about. You're kind of weird. It's not voodoo at all. It's just bread. Nothing to it. No, we're making General Sao. This is a very important part about making General Sao, by the way. For those of the ill-informed or unknown. The breading is fairly important here, but it does actually make a very nice difference if you can manage to get yourself one of these. I have potato starch. Potato starch is vastly different from, what is it? Cornstarch, because cornstarch burns very easily. Potato starch doesn't. It actually keeps its color very nicely. I believe rice starch is fairly comparable, if not very similar. So you could theoretically use that as well. But yeah, right. Oh, flour. I'm not. What is it? I like to do a mix of flour and potato starch because it gets it nice and crispy without adding too much color and burning the hell out of it. So I got that. But I'm also not gonna fry just yet because I actually gotta do two things. First and foremost, I need to put some rice on because I have no rice right now. Well, I mean, no cooked rice at least. And as this stuff is getting ready, we can actually, what's the word here? We can actually play some Cobblemon for a bit, so we can do that too. Anyways, I don't need much sauce because I don't need that much sauce. I don't know what you expected me to really say here. But recalling the recipe from earlier, I need the following ingredients. I need hoisin, soy sauce, not mirin, rice vinegar, brown sugar, chili. Yeah, it's only 6 ingredients. Alright, cool. Alright. I am quite shocked that this actually used as much sugar as it does. There we go. You know, now that I think about it, I'm thinking this out loud here. I'm actually quite surprised. I'm not quite surprised. I guess the next bread I have to make now, since we're talking about voodoo bread, I guess I gotta make bread of a VTuber that's like a voodoo doll. But trying to think about that though, is that a thing yet? I mean, I imagine it's bound to be a thing. You know, there is just bound to be a voodoo doll VTuber. No, wait, Ria's 10. No, well, she's not 10. She is, I guess. Ria's kind of voodoo-ish. She's more of a marionette than anything. I know one. But you know, the funny thing about like voodoo doll and VTubers, if you really think about it, we're all kind of voodoo dolls in a weird, weird way. Just because, oh, I don't really know how to explain it. If you know, you know, essentially. No VTubers are more digital puppets than voodoo dolls. I mean, I guess, yeah. But it's funnier to think of it as that. You know, come to think of like, I guess VTuber stuff as a whole. Janelle, I actually come think of myself as a VTuber now and then, and I kind of just think of myself like, what is like, what makes me like a VTuber, like a real not real. What makes me real? What makes me a VTuber really? I don't know. You know? Because I'm pretty much your average sort of lad here, I would think. I'm just a guy that has a visual representation. Yes, I know. The voice, which is a very obvious voice changer, that's the point. And the visuals, as you can see, I know, it doesn't look like. But I am very much a guy. It's just that one of the lads here I thought was really funny. So, Is that green? What, oh, this? Yeah, hold on, let me turn my... Yeah, it's green. Here, I'll actually move this around now since we're actually less focused here and more focused over here. Yeah, it's green. It's a little Christmas thing. My parents gave me a Christmas thing, what is it? They gave me a set of Christmas rubber spatulas that are real tiny, but they're real useful. Sometimes, not many people realize it, but just having a tiny version of a cooking ingredient, of a cooking utensil is just very useful to have on hand sometimes. Little baby spatula is one of those things. You know, 'tis a sad day, because I kind of realize I need to buy more rice. I'm kind of low on rice. But I see the liquid down, and it's more black. Oh, you were talking about the liquid. I thought you were talking about my spatula. Because yeah, no doubt in my mind that the spatula is very much green. The sauce, though, I guess if you got it in the right lighting, and my camera is not the greatest, it would be great, I guess. I can see it. I'm gonna have my rice cooker over here. I got my rice cooker out. One of my favorite things. What you making rice for? I am making General Tso today. The sauce is actually for the General Tso as well, so there's that as well. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing a lot of things today. I was just wanting to just make bread today, but I kind of realized I need to feed myself too. So I thought like, you know what? Let me make some General Tso as well. I've been kind of in the mood for it. And also I want to make bread as well, so I'm making bread, making General Tso, and then we're going to probably play a little bit of Minecraft after this. So you know. Is it green or is there a color changer? There should not be a color changer. Not to my knowledge. I wonder why it's called General Tso. It's most likely called General Tso because of funny wording and Americanization, I think. Because I believe General Tso chicken is not actually Chinese. It is named after a Chinese officer, but it is very much, it's like Alfredo sauce, where people think like, oh, Alfredo is very Italian. It's not. It is American Italian. I imagine General Tso is kind of in that same ballpark. I'm pretty sure I even looked up the thing why General Tso called General Tso. I think it is just branding, really, more or less. And where is this silly shark I know when I need her? I believe she is Chinese, so she would probably know it more than me. Also, if anyone asks, I like to call, I don't know why, whenever I know a friend and they ever so happen to be a sort of ethnic background, they officially become my, my token person of like, oh yeah, you are the most person I know. Like, for example, Q, she is my token Puerto Rican gal, because she is really the only gal I know that's Puerto Rican, and I trust her judgment on a lot of things. There are some times where I will there are some times where it's like, oh, I saw this really cool, I don't know, I'll find this like really interesting like Puerto Rican food or something like that, and I'll say, hey, is this actually Puerto Rican? Is this legit? Is this real? Essentially, I'm asking if like, hey chat, is this real? And usually she'll tell me. Usually she'll respond. So yeah. She will be my chat GPT. Do you remember what I am? Yes, actually. Kinda. Maybe. I'm not confident, but I kinda do. I know you're Slavic of some sort, right? Yes, okay, cool. I'm not completely stupid, I'm just kind of stupid. Anyways, hey lads, whenever you make rice, I'm gonna always mention this now just because I know I can and I really want to. The world must know. Whenever you cook rice and you have kombu, always throw this in your rice cooker as you're cooking it. It adds flavor. Don't be scared of a little bit more flavor. It's good stuff. It adds umami, salt, and all this great, wonderful stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna really quickly finish this sauce here. And I'm almost done making the shimersao. Actually, the country is considered Slavic, but I'm from the part that is not Slavic. Well, when I say, oh, you are this, it's a generalization, not an actual term definition. Don't actually me. The hell is going on here? Oh my god, it's cute! It's my token Puerto Rican girl. Hello. Hi Q. Bush has made me into a woman and I need help. Please, I don't want to be a Salty sounds like a chipmunk. Hi Q. Oh, so you see, unfortunately, wait, that's fucked up. Wait, never mind. Let me, hold on, I gotta reset. So, I've done this thing. Oh, jeez, you're just, why are you guys, like, stripping me down? Holy shit.
That's kind of fucked up. You won't do this one. Okay, thank you. Ooh, thank you. So anyways, yeah, Q, what is it? I've done this fun little thing now. It's whenever, what is it? Whenever someone toggles that, now my voice changes. Please help me. I'm in pain. I go through metamorphosis. It's horrible. IUC, you've been put in a plastic tub in preparation for baking. That is true. She has been thrown into a thing for bake. Actually, wait. Hey, I got a Puerto Rican question. Puerto Rican, I got a question that's among Puerto Rican stuff. It's third puberty salty. Wait, is my voice fucked up again? Is it? Wait. It should be normal now. Yeah, it's normal. Why are you gonna give me a heart attack like that? Goddamn. Okay, so, I have made some executive decisions. You sound extra echoey. Okay, hold on. Goddamn. You're so picky. Okay. I'm not sure if that fixes it at all, but tell me if that's fixed it at all or not. I was just saying. Well, you know what? Thank you for just saying that, because now I was able to adjust it accordingly, so thank you. But anyways, I got a Puerto Rican question. I got a question of the Puerto Rican variety, and I need your input on it. what is it? Coconuts. Coconut milk. Is that commonplace? Is that a common use ingredient within cuisine of your region, or have I gaslit myself to thinking of such things? Chad, is this true? Essentially, please, you help me. Help me. Yeah. Okay. Epic. Awesome. Because hold on, I'm mixing a thing real quick. As you can see, I'm mixing this mysterious black pile of sludge that's going to be my dinner. Coconuts are just common in general. Good. Yeah, I'm making my lovely dinner. I blame you. Why do you make me? Why are you so funny that you call dinner and now I kind of steal it because I think that's equally as funny? Why are you like this, Q? Why must you make me? Why do you make me steal from you? Ah! Okay, anyways, this is you. I've made you. Your bread. I've made you into bread, finally. I'm finally making that I can't fucking pronounce it. The MALLCORCA bread. I finally made you. Wow. And, yeah, that's you. It's you. I finally made you into bread, and, to make it, I was trying to think like, oh, how can I add more flavorings to make it a little bit more unique? Because just kind of adding lemon seems kind of shallow. But, yeah, I thought of like, oh yeah, wait, coconut. Doing like coconut milk instead of like, doing coconut milk instead of just using your average milk. I thought it'd just be a little bit nicer. A small little detail, and I thought that'd just work nicely. Tell me the truth. I do not know. I thought that would work nicely. No. Ooh, it's awesome. I'm just a little sour sometimes, not gonna lie. First you're sour, then you're sweet. You just literally do be a Sour Patch Kid. Truly the Sour Patch Kid of our century. Or millennia. Of our decade even. Of all time, one would even say. Drink whatever's in the pot. This? Are you asking me to drink that, or are you asking Q to drink it? Because Q can... I don't think... No, actually I don't even want Q to drink it, because I kind of care for her enough, and her well-being, and her, what is it? No! You twin! No, I ain't bringing that shit. You can't make me. Nah, you ain't, nah, twin, you ain't making me drink that shit. That stuff is just oil. You are not going to convince me to drink not just oil, but it's already been used oil. Like, I'm not making you drink it. Well, you are making you drink it. I'm not drinking it. That's the thing. I'm not gonna drink that. However, I will say, if enough money is thrown, I will drink it. Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. My dignity is not tied down to money. I actually need a little bit more oil, so I'm gonna put some more oil in there. A little bit more oil. Is pesto Italian? Yes, pesto is very Italian. Hold on, I gotta do something silly real quick. Yes. My carpet, I had to dust off the carpet a little bit. I had a lot of flour and whatnot in it. So, how are the wife? How are the kids? How are things doing, lads? We're now at this period of just waiting. I apologize. Actually, you know what? Hey, Q, we were talking about this specifically when we were making your bread, which I find kind of funny. But we were someone mentioned like, oh yeah, bread is like voodoo dolls and stuff like that, which I kind of find to be really, really funny, actually. What the fuck is this? Oh, just cheese? A funny little thing about our breads and whatnot, since I've been making a lot of VTuber specific breads, someone kind of threw out a funny thing of saying like, oh, when you make your VTuber breads and whatnot, are they like voodoo dolls? So, you know, I'm just saying like, oh yeah, this is definitely a voodoo doll. Like, oh my god, I love you so much. Thank you so much, you know? It was me. Yeah, it was Bento. Bento was definitely not preying on your downfall or anything. Yeah. I would never come up with such a devious idea. How? Hey, listen, at least I'm not punching you. I'm just kind of squeezing you like Play-Doh, because I'm playing with the dough. I don't think there's anything else to say about that. Like, yeah, it's dough and I'm playing with it. Wow. Anyways. I do like Play-Doh. You, were you the person that would eat Play-Doh? Were you a kid growing up that would go like accidentally eat Play-Doh or intentionally go eat Play-Doh, thinking that it was like cookies or something? Y'all definitely seem like the person that would eat Play-Doh. No, but it always looked yummy. It did always look yummy, though. I do gotta agree with that. Yummy. Alright. No glove, no love. That is what they say, methinks. Blah 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 blah. I believe that's an innuendo. I don't really know what that would be an innuendo of, but I'm pretty sure, like I'm 90% sure that is an innuendo of some sorts, right? People that are really good at innuendos in chat right now. Is that true? I'm trusting you lot to be a lot more horribly minded than I, so I must ask, is that an innuendo? I missed something? What did he do with his hands? It's a glove. It's a glove. Because I don't feel like touching raw chicken with my bare hands. If it's not a necessary thing, then I'm not gonna do it, obviously. So, I'm just kinda touching it with a glove, cause I'm lazy. But yeah, no glove, no love. Is that an innuendo? Lads? You? Someone? I don't know. No, I mean, what was the innuendo? Oh, no glove, no love. My coworkers tell me that all the time. And they say it in this tone to where it's like, I feel like this is an innuendo, but I'm not picking it up. No, I don't think so. It certainly could be. You see, I think that's the thing. Maybe if you're a freak. Well, a lot of people at my job are freaks, so that definitely checks out. But it is quite funny how what is it? How is that kind of funny, really? How everything can be an innuendo. You really try and twist your head to it. Normal people are just freaks, not gonna lie. Yeah, these normies, my god, they're quite something. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Oil hot. Did you guys know? Ow, I just burned down my hands. You see, I have a theory about normal people and why they are very much freaks. Normal people are freaks because they're normal. So they have nothing else to be freaky about because they're too normal. So since they're way too normal, they have to be weird in some regard. Don't burn your hairs, bruh. I'm not trying. What hair? What hair am I trying to burn here? No, I'm not burning myself. Don't worry. Glove is not asbestos. Oh. Jeez. Oh yes, I love horfing in asbestos. My favorite snack, especially for this time. Don't burn your glove, heart. Oh, thank you. Oh, I will try not to burn my glove. Wow. That being said, whoop. That felt great. Ooh, a little toasty for my fingies. Ah, I'm not gonna act tough. That did hurt a lot. Okay. You know, that's kind of weird. I have this tendency, like, oh yeah, I should take my glove off, so then I can touch clean things, but like, Bread the glove, fry it, and eat it later. You know what? You know what? Just because that's kind of funny, I just might do that. Ah, yes! I love eating crude oil. My favorite. Yay! Yeah, I'm not sure if you also know, but this is just a reusable glove. It is a glove that I just can throw out, so I could bread it and fry it and then try it. Because, you know, as a Gen Z, I need my daily intake of microplastics. Have it in my water, have it in my food, have it in my veggies, have it everywhere I can. Cause you got a macro, you got a min-max on those plastics. Oh, I love eating plastic. It's like my favorite thing. I like the texture and the chew. Ooh, it's so chewy. That being said, I ain't gonna lie. I remember when I was like younger that what is it? I did actually used to eat plastic unironically. What is that called? Because I know that's like a, what is it? And not a disability. It's a well, it's a definition, yes. But is it called like pico or something like that? Alright, well, anyways. I don't feel like eating this entire glove because that's horrible, so I'm just going to... Hold on. Alright. Nice. I gotta do... Ah! Ah! I cut my finger off! Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. That's... I mean, I chewed on plastic when I was younger. And ate paper as well. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes paper is just kind of a good snack. And I say this as a continual paper enjoyer myself. I unironically do eat paper sometimes, just because I'm bored. Will you flour it and fry it? Gloves don't taste good. Seared in tomato sauce. Can you make a mouse soup salty? What do you mean by mouse soup? Like, what do you mean? I learned this the hard way. Yeah, I wouldn't think gloves would taste good in tomato sauce. Definitely sounds like something that would happen. Alright. Like a soup. I can make soup, yeah. I think why not? Yeah, if you're just asking me to make soup, yeah, I can make soup. Mouse moose? Ugh. That's horrible and bad implications. Like making a moose out of a mouse. Yeah, sounds nasty. By the way, look, here it is. I ain't gotta fry it now because I want my crude oil after I cook my chicken so I can actually eat some food. But of course, as a non-organic being, I could probably eat that just fine, so. This is some poor life decisions that I have made, but I'm going to continue on for the sake of funny content. Anyways, but you jump into the pot like the mouse in the story to teach your ungrateful husband. What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Desperado? That's the only thing that comes to my mind. Are you talking about Desperado? To where it's like, oh, a rat jumps in like a queen's soup and the queen has a heart attack and now the entire world is like, oh, we can't have soup anymore. So they all, like, everyone starts dying and being sad and miserable, this and that. And next thing you know, and then a mouse comes around and saves the day and they have big eye ears and all this and that. So, we're talking about that? Is that what we're talking about here? No. You gotta fill me in, brother. Got all these little pieces of little bits of fried chicken. Ask Bento. 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 Oh, you know, random thing to mention. I forgot. I need to do a tarot reading about something. So, yeah, if anyone doesn't know, there's a new reading about tarot readings. So, there was a lovely, lovely question that Bush asked earlier today. And he specifically asked, does Q smell? So, we are going to take this time. We are going to ask my funny cards, hey, does Q smell? Because that is, I'm sorry, what? Did I fucking stutter? Does Q smell? That is the question that that Bush has asked. Bush has asked, oh, does Q smell at all? So we are gonna take this time to ask the silly cards if Q smells. I'm not stinky. Well, you know what? You can say that, but what do the cards say? Do you smell good? Do you smell bad? Here, we're gonna find out in 3, 2, and top card is the main card. Let's see. Okay, so we have a 5 of Wands. So, this has a depiction of instability and changes. It's a fairly negative card. So, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. There is possibly a world to where, yeah, no, Q does smell. She smells. She smells. It's probably because she, like, forgot to shower or something today. Who knows? It's a very broad question, so I will give Bush a very broad answer. Yeah, she probably smells. She probably just forgot to go take a shower today or haven't taken a shower. Why? Why? It's not my fault. Hey, it's not my fault that you didn't take a shower or something today. God damn. And also, that wasn't even a question I asked. That was Bush. Go slap Bush for that. Why do I get the punishment? No, that's messed up. God damn. Anyways. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for this oil to get real hot now. The General Sal is pretty much on its way to being finished. And also, I'm kind of thinking out loud here because I actually do not know. Am I saying General Sal wrong? Because I know it's not so. TSO. It's like Sal or something like that. This is the world I live in. I don't know. Yeah, okay, this is the world that we live in then. To where we don't know proper pronunciation of foreign languages. And we must assume. Sigh. What a world, horrible, horrible world we live in. It truly is the worst of all timelines, is it not? Anyways, that don't matter. But I'm making food. And actually, I haven't made General Sal in quite some time, so I'm actually quite excited to make this. I gotta go harass my one friend. She is my, like how Q is my local Puerto Rican that I can ask. I believe she is my local, Mandarin person I can ask. I know she knows a bit of Mandarin Orange, whatever. Whatever the hell it is. Yeah, the nice thing is once I'm done cooking this too, I'll actually be able to start the banana bread. And then once we're done with the banana bread, then I can work on Q's bread. Then once I'm done working on Q's bread, I can actually eat. And then once I'm done eating, we can actually go play Cobblemon. And then we can go and play on this vicious cycle of playing Cobblemon, doing bread, Cobblemon bread, Cobblemon bread. So it'll be a fun time all around. I'll be excited. I just gotta take a seat here. Ask you what? What did we want to ask Bento? Hold on, I'll look up chat. Oh yeah, what did you mean about the mouse soup? What did chat, what did you mean by this? Chat, what did she mean about mouse soup? Please elaborate in full detail in at least 3 sentences or less. Yes, and I said that, less. What does she mean by this? What the hell is mouse soup? What? I love mouse soup. What is mouse soup? Girl, you gotta send me that recipe, my god. Oh. I don't know what the hell mouse soup is. You gotta help a brother out here. Cause like hell do I know what the hell mouse soup is. I don't think I can do that in less than 3 seconds. Well, you're not chat. You're not chat, so you can, you know, you can have your free will and, I don't know, tell me the recipe right now as you are sitting down in chat, Twin. Sure. Yeah, Twin, you gotta tell me that recipe that you have cooking. Yeah. You can do it in as many sentences as you can and as you like. So you should definitely tell me what is in that mouse soup, Twin. General Cell is apparently, which is 12, which is Mandarin. It is so in his native human. Huh? It's not a recipe, it's a story. Oh. Well, what's the story then? I'm intrigued now. What's the story of mouse soup? I don't read books, so I need someone else to read it for me, please. I am all but a simpleton. Please explain to me in not elaborate detail, please. The recipe is a mouse wife and carrots, I think. Oh, so it's like mousehold then. It's mousehold, a carrot, well, actually no, it'd probably be tandem mouse, because mousehold has some extra ingredients such as children. But no, tandem mouse? Mousehold, yeah, mousehold is the one with the kids. Tandem mouse is the wife and the husband. But it can also be theorized that it's a lesbian relationship, you know, you never know, it could be. So, could be like a penguin situation, you know? 2 of the same gender parenting 1 kid. In this case, it's just 2 parents, you know. So, it could be if the recipe is a mouse wife, we could get a tandem mouse. Oh. Mouse wife. It's only 1 mouse. I like lesbians mousehold. Yeah. Lesbian mousehold. Yeah, it's great. We love our gay mice in this world. Once more, on the list of things that I would not think of saying or hearing today, lesbian mousehold. One of those things. Also, I gotta wash my forehead. Because holy hell, there's a lot of... Ugh. And I can't wait to fry all this chicken though, because once I'm done frying this chicken, I'll be able to fry that glow. And I am quite terrified to see what happens Mostly because I kind of have a general idea of what will happen, and I am not happy. I'm also not happy because you guys keep throwing shit at me. Yes, I know I'm the one that put it there, but you don't have to throw it at me when I'm in mid-sentence. That is not right. So mean, so rude. No chivalry, no respect. This is why I bully Bush, because you guys beat me up, so I have to get beat so. I rest my case. Hi there, FOE channel. Nice. Blah 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 blah. What are you cooking? I am making General Tso today. I'm making General Tso for today. Tso, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm cooking some food today, but I'm also making some bread. Banana bread. Making a, I can't pronounce it, but it's like a lemon coconut bread. We're doing some things today, you know? Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. It is kind of fun though, when I do make General Tso. I do pretty much make it how I would karage. It's just that, you know, what is it? I then sauce it and all that whatnot. But anyways, for the moment that you have all been waiting for and not what I've been waiting for, I hate you all. Any cooking tips for my sister? She's always burning the food. If you want a simple tip, just turn down the heat. Simply said. Okay, guys, I think the fucking glove is cooked and I will possibly think about eating it. I hate you all. Anyways. It's tempura fried. Ugh. You guys make me sick. Wait, until it burns and take it out for a minute? Ew. Tasty. She's always cooking while playing online, so I have to remind her that when she is cooking. Then tell her to get off her ass and just stay in the kitchen. Just go in the kitchen, focus on cooking. If you're cooking food, it is bad to go away for a minute, you know? Though I will say, it depends on what you're cooking. If you're cooking a stew, sure, fine. But if you're cooking like a... What is it? If you're cooking like a steak, yeah, you're being stupid. I do kind of realize what I said could be taken out of context, no? She cooks burnt pancakes. Yeah, then no, she's just being stupid. Tell her to focus. Play the video games later. Focus on being like cooking mama and like make goddamn pancake. Not that. Right. And I don't know how, but she also burns rices. I hope she's not Asian, because if she's Asian, there's a problem here. She's Asian. How does she do that? She's bad at. Okay, well. The one thing that I said she shouldn't. Oh my god, it's horrible. Play Cooking Mama IRL, definitely. Do we have a quote bot? What do you think we do? I don't think you should be giving tips while deep frying a glove. So true, so true. But you see, I think that's common knowledge that you shouldn't deep fry a glove. I'm unfortunately a streamer. Hold on, wait. I would like to hope and think that you should not eat a glove. That is kind of common etiquette, I would believe. Unfortunately, I am what they call a streamer, and as a streamer, you have to do some stupid shit for content, such as trying a glove and then attempting to eat it. Also, if you don't think I'm going to try and eat it, well... Yeah, nah, that's as bad as I thought it'd be. It was just an oily, greasy, rubbery mess, so... Not as... just as bad as you imagined it to be. I'm good! I'm good! Give me a sec! Microplastics! Yummy! Anyways. I'm gonna make myself feel better now, because that was not fun. That was very upsetting to do, and now now I'm just sad. But yeah, it is rubbery, it is oily, and it was kind of disgusting because since it had a hole on the other side, it had a pocket of grease. So as soon as I chewed on it, it just an oil, and the breading was just so wet and oily. Depression, essentially. It tasted like full-on depression. I don't know why, but I have a habit of eating glue from milk cartons that has straws. Intriguing. I just rip the straws out and I eat the glue like chewing gum. Listen, I know we were talking about eating Play-Doh and plastic and paper and all this and whatnot, but I don't think eating glue is one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, stop that. Okay. So glad I was wearing an apron. Was I able to catch that? Some splattered on the floor. You know, I'm not sure about you lot, but for some reason, trying that glove and eating it kind of did just remind me of something. Did any of yous watch the Fred movie? Did any of yous even remember that Fred had a movie? You know, the Fred, like, the YouTube personality? He was like, the like 2000 such. I don't know why, but I just remembered that in that movie specifically, he was asked to make a sock taste good, and he like deep fried and breaded a sock and put like chocolate sauce and ice cream and all this whatnot. And it's like, yeah, well, if you do all of that and you kind of hide the sock under everything, then yeah, you're gonna make it not taste like anything. So, meh. He had 3, I believe. He also had a show where he played an alien character. That sounds about right, honestly. Oh god, Red. Sorry. Ah! Ugh. Anyways, have you heard of unrecognizable? No, I have not, unfortunately. I apologize. Also, I'm just throwing this out there just because I'm now thinking about this out loud. So your sister, you said that she can't cook rice and she's Asian. Now I have a better question, and this is gonna judge you and your family as well. And we're gonna unfortunately have a real talk about this. But do you guys just not own a rice cooker? Do you just not have a rice cooker on standby? Like, hey, I understand if she can't cook a rice, you know, fair play. Sometimes cooking rice is a bit of a pain in the ass, and I understand that. We have a rice cooker. Okay, never mind. I take that back. How can someone... No offense, but... How can someone be that stupid? Okay, I don't want to say that. That kind of means. But, like, cooking with a rice cooker is so easy. That is absolute dishonor. Dishonor on her, dishonor on her family, dishonor on your brother or sister, whatever it may be. My god, that is actually kind of sad. No, actually, kind of is an understatement. Very sad. I'm sorry. I hope you can at least cook rice. Anyways, I'm gonna meticulously, because I am so stupid and I feel like doing it, I'm going to meticulously take one morsel of chicken and place it on here, because boy howdy, do I like giving myself a hard time. If I gave myself an easy time, why would I eat a plastic glove? I'll tell you, I like giving myself a hard time. My favorite thing. That's why I never talk myself in a good light. I hope she does better job at cooking rice in the future. I hope that your sister does as well. I hope she learns that cooking rice is not as hard. I hope she gets better, and I hope you as the older or younger sibling, whatever it may be, I hope yous get better food from her too. At the end of the day, we all gotta start somewhere, but come on. Rice cooker. You don't know how to cook by a rice cooker. There's kind of an issue here. You know what that's the equivalence of? Michelin tweezers? No, this is like $5 tweezers I got on Amazon. These are not Michelin. If that's Michelin, then I'm like a billion trillionaire that doesn't pay taxes. I don't know. And also, just because I'm not going to eat all of it, I'm going to make myself a small little thing. So leftovers, yippee. Need like a little leftovers, a little extra food, so then I don't have to cook. This will be my lunch or something tomorrow, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner the next day. Yippee! Come on. Why would you buy a tweezer? They are quite useful. I like using them. They can get into small little crack nooks and crannies. If I also want to try to make my food look pretty, they are useful for that as well. That, and also they're just kind of cool. I don't know. They make me feel professional, or they make me feel cool. They make me feel like, oh, I can cook some food. So yeah. Mm-hmm. That, and as I've said, it's always good to have a smaller version of a tool. And if y'all don't know how useful tongs are, I don't know. We gotta talk, because tongs are probably top 10 most useful tools in the kitchen. Obviously, if we want to talk about the most useful tools in the kitchen, the first and foremost thing that is the most useful thing to have in the kitchen is a cutting board and knife. I'm also adding sesame seeds because they look pretty. Wee. But if you want to talk about like top 10 things you should have in your kitchen, cutting board, knife, wooden spoon, thermometer, kitchen scale, rubber spatula, whisk, fish spatula, ladle, and tongs. No ands, no ifs, no buts. Those are all the things you should need, you should have in the kitchen, and honestly, the only things you need in the kitchen. Anything else is extra. Kitchen tweezers. Kitchen, not Michelin. Oh, I'm dyslexic. I thought... Okay, 100%. Really did genuinely thought that you said Michelin. Like, oh, it's so fancy. They're like gold because they look gold, but they're not gold. They're like gold sprayed or something like that. But, yeah, no. Honestly, I 100% thought that you typed in Michelin tweezers. My apologies. Also, just because I need a little bit more, I want a little bit more rice. It never hurts to have more rice, right? Rice is good for the body, good for the soul. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying, because rice is a lot like bread. It's just the life source of an entire country. Rice is just Asian bread. Carbs. That's what makes the world go round. And as someone that has not as someone that has not eaten at all today. Oh my god, am I hungry? Never hurts to add more rice. I like you. You get it. I will say, just because I want to throw a little tip out there for you, if you ever cook rice, and you ever so happen to have this in your household, if you ever cook rice, you should always throw a piece of kombu in your rice cooker as you cook the rice, because it adds flavor to your rice. I've had no rice for 3 days. Treat yourself. Go make yourself a pot of rice right now. Rice is good for the soul. It is good for you. Eat rice. Rice is great. Fried rice is my favorite food. Fried rice is just so good. It's a good use of leftover ingredients. It tastes great. Kombu. Okay. Sorry. Kelp. Dried kelp. Dried kelp. Kombu. Which VTuber is this? This is the banana bread that we made last time. I wanted to do some more workshopping, and well, it was convenient because I was cooking. I wanted to cook today on stream, so that's what I'm working with right now. And now, the creature, Banana VT. You're not, actually, unironically, you're not too far off the beating path. Anyways, this is, oh, yeah. Anyways, this is cute. Kind of looks like pasta though, with how yellow it is. What does kelp do to rice? I have $10. I have like $10 in my account. Okay. Dough is the punching box of food. You know what? You're cooking with that idea, and I kind of like that. The punching box of food. I like that. Kombu. But what kombu does to rice, it basically adds like nice flavor, it adds nice salt, it adds nice umami. It just is a general good boosting to your flavor. So I would definitely recommend putting like a small little sheet of kombu into your rice as you're cooking it, because it adds much needed and necessary flavor. if you want to have something a little bit different than just plain white rice. Your options are endless, by the way, because you could always add butter too. Alright, okay. I'm feeling incredibly lazy today. So, give me a second here, I'm gonna mute my mic. You're gonna be sent off to the void. Alright, I'm back. Well, time for me to either sleep and procrastinate on my homework or actually do my homework, and I choose sleep. Well, I hope you have a good rest. I hope you eventually do your homework. But if you for popping in, good day or night. Bye-bye. Anywho, yeah, I got this Vtuber bread here, and I think I actually gotta probably refrigerate her. She a little oily. Okay, there we go. Back. And you're back already, never mind. No, go to sleep. Or go do your homework. Right now. No, 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 go back. Go away. Go to sleep. Or go do your homework. Right now. Do it. Yes! Go homework! Or I'll start doing arithmetic on stream. That knows! I love math! Don't make me do it! I'll ruin the world for everyone! I'll bring arithmetic to the world! We'll start doing algebra! Don't make me do it! That's alright, do what you want. I don't really control you at the end of the day, but I would hope that you prioritize your own personal health. Do arithmetic. Anyways, oh, I should take a picture before I actually indulge. Okay, there we go. All right, putting this here, and we are gonna move places. Okay, and we're good. And there we are. That is not today's stream because we still got some stuff to do. Still gotta bake. Well, I might not even have enough time to bake it off just because it's rising very slowly, so I'm not really confident on how quickly it is going to be made today, but we will find out. We will play it by ear. I'm going to continue that one. Okay. I'm 7th grade. I know algebra, line button. Do arithmetic. Well, go continue doing that, whatever the hell that acronym is. I'm too old for this, I guess. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a moment here. Hold on. Actually, let me post the picture of the food. I'm now going to move. Oh, I just saw my Discord. Interesting. Interesting stuff you have here, Bush. Anyways. Let me go. Okay, let's go to this. Whoa. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I'm working harder, not smarter. Wrong screen. Oh, that is also the wrong screen. There we go. General Sal. There it is. In all of its glory that you may not or may be able to see. Also, on own as the OST that games when you go to settings. The OST that plays when you go to settings. Needs a green vegetable. You are 100% right. I 100% agree with you. However, it is too dark outside, and I do not feel like going in the blistering cold to go, I do not feel like going out in the blistering cold to go cut some green onions. Anyways. Oh, I like your Discord profile picture. Haru, we love Haru. She's great. I ate an entire broccoli and I'm still craving vegetables. Well, an entire broccoli, if you really think about it, is quite small. It was a big one. Well, I can definitely eat like a, Sorry, I'm just reading this Discord. It's kind of crazy. Q, Bush, Q. Salty has his boobs out on the stream and it's affecting his voice right now. I want to see how you react. Bush and Salty are fighting. Yeah. By the way, if you're asking why I'm a single father, I'm 13, I have a community. You know how to Urara? Yes, I do. I love playing Uma Musume, it's great. Love playing that game. She's actually my favorite Hans. Actually, here. Let me bring it up because I think there should be a scheduled post that happened earlier today. Let me check. No, it's not today? Hold on, wait. Okay, it's tomorrow. Alright, you lads get to see an inside scoop and early access. But I did a whole tier list of the horses, the horse girls. I did the entire horses, and yes, of course, we have my top 4 favorite. Love these 4, they're great little beans. It's also quite convenient because they all have an interaction with each other on Haru's SSR card, which I find really funny. But I like playing Rice because she's just kind of a goofball. She's a little baby. He is just a dork, a lovable dork. I really like King Halo. I think she is kind of slept on. Definitely needs more talk about. And then we have all of these. She and Ko just needs her own separate, like, what is it? Her own separate tier, because they're just peak. Changed my mind. They are just peak, but anyways, wait, I gotta pull up chat because there was some stuff going on. I can't see it on my screen. It's low quality. Oh well. You have to go follow my Twitter. Yeah, engagement. Anyways, I'll try to scroll in if I can. Anyways, where's Taki Shuttle and Top Gun? Mayono Top Gun? Ooh, you're gonna hate this. She's right here. Mayono Top Gun. Yeah, no, please stop. Don't. I don't want him. You are a kid. You're actually baby. Leave me alone. Q, please do not grab me. Please. Where's Mishi Doto? Oh, hold on. He is actually... I think she's... Oh, wait. She's middle of the turf. She's not bad, she's not great. She is a goober, I do love her for that. So yeah. She's good. But also, with this tier list, there is objectively no bad horses. They're all really goofy. It's just that these 5, I want them to stay away as far as possible. She is just a menace to society. I don't know what her deal is, and she scares me. She just makes me upset because she ruins a lot of my Haru Urara runs. So she just makes me very upset. Go away. Stay away from my child. She just also scares me. Very brat. She's like a mini gold chip, but worse. And this one, stay away, please. Jesus Christ. Go, get away. She has ruined a lot of my doxxing runs. Yeah, I hate her. Well, I don't hate her. Because at the end of the day, that just means I'm a bad trainer. I didn't train her. I didn't train my trainee well enough, so she couldn't beat her. But like, oh, she always ruins my runs. I've also been allegedly told that I have misplaced this one. I think this is a grandma, and I've been told a granny. Yeah, I've been told about her game. So I would put her here in the I want to know more tier. Wonder cute. Yeah. Wonder cute. Yeah, I also will mention that these are actually in order of importance and whatnot. So like these 3 horses, I want to know them more of. Just because I think these are based off 3 horses. The yellow one's based off a was a war horse. So that's really cool. Don't know about these 2 though. I believe this one is Almanai. I think she's like the what is it? The most. They were a good mare in racing, and they got a lot of money. Ofefri, I think that's day gold. These 2, blah 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 blah. Yeah, these I would like to know more about, but I just don't know. Also the Majiros, yeah, I want to know more about them. This creature, by the way, I want to know more about them. I've seen this one on like a summer thing, and they seem a little goober. And this one, I don't know this one, but I like their design. Red hair is kind of cool. Middle of the turf. This is kind of this is kind of just like for me, like, oh, they'd be cool and all that whatnot too. They're alright. They're not, I don't know, they're alright. But I don't know why I have to put like my Rozensky here out of principle just because she's meta, and I actually just don't have interest in them because they're meta. Well, I think they're meta. Oh. But yeah, she's okay. I like her. I do like how she is just, her character is that, goddamn, she is old. So it's funny. Vodka, I like Daiwa more. Taki Shuttle, I mean, she's alright. Dodo honestly should be up here because she is like the best of these. Meh. Just like the whole lot of these are just like they're cool. Definitely. Actually, she doesn't belong here anymore. I actually got a good run of her. She's now an A rank. I believe. Grass Wonder. Definitely need to train her again. I need to train these four, obviously. Man, he's not Uma-pilled? What do you mean I'm not Uma-pilled? I'm very Uma-pilled. Fine Motion has a ramen shop, if I remember correctly. Okay, well, sorry. I did not know her game. She is now one of my favorites. Whenever there's a character that knows how to remotely do anything of cooking, I'm going to most likely like them, and now I'm sold. All right, so anyways. So yeah, these are the lads I like. They're cute, cool, or funny one of the three. Special Week is a goofball. Eats crazy, very silly, goofy. Punk-Eye Tail makes me want to punt her like a football, but lovingly. She seems silly. She seems sweet. Bookworm. Meme. Love her. Nice nature. I like her. She's a goofball. I don't need to explain why doxxing is great. That's... I can't remember. But I like her because she has a beanie. And she's a gambler, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean, these two kind of just go in tandem with each other, no? The announcer's great. She's cool. She's neat. I forgot her, but I have her. I need her. I really think she's cool. She's like really cool. She's like Neo Universe, I think? I don't remember. Daiwa's there. The human creatures. One that is dubiously human. And then these two. They're cool. They're alright. Nakayama Festa is the beanie. I can never pronounce her name confidently, so that's me. And then they're getting the TLC treatment, as in they're getting tender love and care. Oguri Cap, I feel like it'd just be great, just because I feel they would very much enable me to cook a lot, and I like to cook a lot, and they eat a lot, so I know that is a scary thing to think about, because she eats a lot of goddamn food, but I think that enables me to cook a lot of goddamn food, so that's why I would be very interested in that. Like, they would get a lot of TLC, a lot of tender love and care. The Bully Rudolph, she cute, she cool, makes puns. Mishiro McQueen was my first SSR, so, and that she's just good. I like her personality. Manhattan Cafe, I like her aesthetic. She's just cute, a little goofball. I want her. I wish I can get her somehow. Would really nice to get her, but I'm saving to get her. But anyways, yeah, all these lads and all that whatnot. I really like her. She's a loud goofball, and I love that. She's a neat, to my understanding. She's lazy. She's silent. I think is that Journey or Stay Gold? No, that's Journey. These two, they're great. They make funny noises. I hate that I forgot her name. I'm sorry. She's funny just because like she's really the way that the community portrays her is like too strong. And Still in Love. I want to know more about Still in Love, but she's a goofball, and I also like yandere characters. They are silly. Just because I think like yandere characters have the best opportunity for gap moe because it's really funny. Because of that. Anyways, those are my Uma-pilled sort of takes. I hope you agree with them, and if not, then you will die. Hey, yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to eating because I'm still really hungry. I forget that I'm really hungry when I get really into talking. Wait, let me count how many characters in FLE can cook. I thought TLC as the loser corner, like from BFDI. What's BFDI? I keep thinking. Okay, I'm trying to think like, oh, what's BFDI? Bendy in the ink machine, but it's like that's not it. It's not. I can't think of like. I'm not sure like mascot horror or something like that. I don't know. That's what my brain always usually resorts to. So I know that the stream. Hold on. First, let's. We're gonna change screens here. We're gonna go into the kitchen. Not kitchen. We're actually gonna go back to not the kitchen. We are going to go to the gaming room at this point. I have a question for you. Right? Very important question. Do we want to play Uma Musume, or do we want to go play Cobblemon? That is the question that we are now presented with. What is the choice, lads? Actually, really quickly, let me go check the bread before we run. No, microphone here and my tracking's off. I don't. I'm shaking. All you need. What I'm at the very least gonna move the microphone back. Nah, the tracking is gonna be off for now because like running back and forth. But I believe that was very nice. There's a lot of that. But that like is, and I'm gonna shape it accordingly to what I see online. Cute. I don't know. But Q, if you are here, your guidance would be required. Only if you are here. But yeah, I'm just gonna basically do this based on how I see stuff on Google Images I see. And recipes and whatnot. Actually, as I'm doing it really quick. Oh. First and foremost, taking this opportunity to actually charge the phone, so that's what I'm going to do. Second of all, I am going to basically play this by ear. To my knowledge, this is essentially made by just rolling out the dough into a sort of cinnamon roll-esque thing, and then letting it rise, and then baking it off. That is pretty much to my understanding on how you make this kind of bread. You, if you are there, please, I need your guidance, because I could be bastardizing and doing this completely wrong. Okay, I have counted the characters of your game that can cook and which can't. Alright? Cobblemon for now, tomorrow Umasu Musume would be great. I unfortunately don't really do solo streams on, what is it? I unfortunately don't really do solo streams on Mondays or Fridays anymore. I used to, but I kind of have those days for my R&R days. For those lot that don't know, I do actually work as a professional cook. I work as a professional chef. But baking and all that whatnot is very much a side hobby for me. Not really something I do at my said job. That being said, I do need to take some time for myself to get some R&R. Working in the kitchen, quite stressful, let me tell you. People screaming at you left and right and calling you stupid shit for doing stupid shit. So you know. But but I see what you're talking about your characters in a new game here. Do you mind explaining about this? What kind of game you're making? I'm kind of intrigued. You come here, you talk about your game, and you know, I'm interested. Also, at being such an age, it's very impressive. Asymmetrical horror game. Please elaborate. What the hell is an asymmetrical horror game? Never heard of something like that before. One player becomes the killer and 8 will become the survivor. Oh, so you're making Dead by Daylight. I was interested for just a few moments there, but now you've kind of pretty much gave the synopsis of like, what, Dead by Daylight then? Well, I mean, I guess there's a game for everyone. It's unfortunately that game is Dead by Daylight. Hey, more power to you. Game development, I respect that. So, as long as you're not using AI bullshit, like, I don't know. I get if you need to use AI for like the tedious stuff, like the code and small minute codes. But when you do AI stuff for like, what are the art, the creative parts, you kind of just make a very soulless game. The only time I ever used AIs was to make a chef's hat for a devil mimic. And I want to say that's fine, but I will definitely say that you definitely could have done worse, but I will also mention that you can definitely do better. It didn't make the greatest chef hat. Yeah, precisely. A lot of AI stuff. I'm still amongst the idea that AI is not a bad thing. It's just that it's not ready. As a society, we're not ready for that, first of all. Second of all, the tech for AI is too it's not cost efficient. It's just not it's not viable. We have more important problems to worry about, and people are just worrying and talking about AI. There's bigger fish to fry than just feckin' AI. There's more things we have to worry about, but I digress. That's the hot new thing, I suppose. Even when people don't want it to be the not hot new thing. It's a shame how much of it is shoved down our throats, and it is annoying. The AI can just make a ball and cylinder and turn them white. Yeah. Ooh, this might be a little bit too thin. Because the pictures I saw of making this weren't this thin, but I will try and play it by ear. They were actually quite short. They were kind of the size of, like, well, cinnamon rolls. Speaking of which, I do actually I do have a small little thing. I did have a thing that I could bake them in, but it's like, I don't wanna. It's, nah. I was gonna say his game sounds a lot like Project Winter. I don't know what Project Winter is either. I'm not really familiar with that game either, so... These games, I'm not familiar with them. I do apologize. As unfortunate as it might sound to say, I'm unfortunately not much of a gamer as I used to be. It truly is the worst thing to really go out and admit, but with time and also me working my silly job, I just don't have enough time to play video games nowadays. Quite sad. That, and also, when I do want to play video games, they tend to be more multiplayer based, and unfortunately the whole lot of people that I would play multiplayer games with are also working, and I can't really have time to play with them when they're busy, and when I'm busy, it's a vicious cycle, let me tell you. Not a fun cycle, I'll say that much. Alright. Should be. I'm assuming this is pretty much how you do it right now. Are you streaming for fun? Yeah, I don't stream for anything crazy. I don't have any big aspirations as a streamer. I do it just because it is fun. It's a silly little thing to do. I meet some cool people on the side. I play some fun little video games. I talk about my favorite thing to do, which is cooking and baking. So, you know, it's a good time. I'll definitely say it is quite a bit of work, but it is fun. You know what they say, everyone needs their little side hobbies, and I can definitely say that this is mine. So hey. Everyone needs their little side hobbies. Okay, here is bread number 2. I don't know how well that's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna have that rest, rise, and do its thing. Yeah. Okay, well, that's that. maybe we can move again. Maybe. Hopefully. Yeah, I can move again. Maybe. Ah. Alright, get over here. I was going to say his. Oh, Kara. Hold on, let me actually calibrate myself again. There we go. Okay. Nice. Oh wait, I just looked at my camera and realized one of those don't look good. Better. All right, said and done. Nice. Anywho, that's that. I don't know why, but I have a random picture of the most out of context conversation of your sister. Yeah, the rig is fixed. The rig was always fixed. I was just kind of charging my phone, needed that time, you know. Hey, I'm just gonna throw it out there, just as a little friendly little heads up here. If you are 13 and young, I would recommend that you try to minimize the amount of time you talk about, you know, your personal life and whatnot. Especially at such an age. Take it from me. Just be careful what you put out in the world, alright? Anyways, I'm actually gonna take this moment to actually eat. The whole lot of my food now is kind of lukewarm, so if you wouldn't mind, I would like to indulge myself a little bit. I'd like to have a little snack. Because it is very good. The General Tso's. Very nice. Spicy, sweet, soy. What's not to like, you know? You guys want me to put like a video or something on the background? You guys want to watch anything as I eat? Nah? I just always feel bad when I'm just like trying to eat, because as much as I like to eat and all that whatnot, I do just like to chew my food and enjoy what I'm eating, you know? Oh. Crunchy. I am still thinking in the back of my head here. I'm just gonna throw it out loud. Thinking in the back of my head here. I do want to actually, I'm trying to still figure out what we want to do as we wait for the bread to rise, because it's gonna take a while. Or I could probably just end stream for today. It's been 3 hours, and I don't want to drag this out longer than it needs to. Honestly, I'm thinking about that out loud, and now that I said that out loud, probably not a terrible idea. I have been streaming for a while today. That bread's definitely gonna take a really long time to rise, so it's probably not gonna be baked out for this stream. And I could just go and eat my food. So That being said, unfortunately for you guys, more fortunately for me, I think we are going to end today's stream for that reasoning. I apologize, we're not actually going to be able to bake anything today. We at least made the bread, but keep in mind and keep an eye on Twitter, probably today or tomorrow. I will post the bread when we are done. When I'm done. So yeah. But yeah, let's go back to the chatting screen. Alright. Oh, that was a fun stream though. I made General So's, we did some bread stuff and this and that, so I think today was good, all things considered. Yeah. Okie dokie. Thank you all for tuning in today. Today was a grand time. Here, let me see if we can send you guys off, redirect you guys somewhere fun, maybe, perhaps. Ooh, there is someone playing Uma Musume. We'll send you off to her. She's cool. She is a horse that is playing horse game. She is quite a cool horse, let me tell ya. Yeah, I'll send you to her. Then on YouTube, Twitch side, I'll actually send you lot to, someone named Kirmahala. She's only on, she's only, I don't really recall her. But she seems nice, and she's playing like some sort of puzzle game, but it looks fit, so I'll send you off to her. Thank you all for tuning in today. I don't know what my plans on for this week in stream is going to be. I think maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, sometime this week, I am planning a collab stream. We might play the Binding of Isaac, so that's going to be really fun. We'll do Binding of Isaac multiplayer. I do want to play Uma Musume. I would like to just play Uma Musume on stream. It's been quite some time, and I've definitely done a lot of work. And, what is it? I also want to do another baking stream, but I need to go shopping because I have made this revelation of there are... What's the word? Hold on. First of all, I realized this lot. Hey, I want to make sure... I'm gonna cancel that. Interviews now. I want you all to go over. I don't care. I do also want to make there's a revelation I've made recently of there is milk bread and then there's two kinds of milk bread essentially. So I want to delve into that. I want to make bread on stream because of that. So that sounds real fun. So later, sometime this week or maybe next week even, I don't know. We will make some more bread. We will play some games. We will do all that stuff and things. So thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evening. Rest well, eat well, do all that stuff in between. I will see you around when I see you next. So, Saltea Kichee everyone, and ciao. Have a good one. Bye-bye.